Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kal Halayim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harach HaKodesh. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last 6 of time. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. All right, coming back at you with another lesson. It's going to be entitled, The Lord Will Humble Our Enemies. The Lord will humble our enemies. All right, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, will humble our enemies. All right. One of our greatest enemies being Esau, Edom, even down to our smallest enemies. All right, people you face on a job, people that scoff you at work, people that scoff you in your life. All right, people that speak ill will against you. All right, that hate you without a cause. The Lord is going to take care of them, man. If you remain diligent, all right, you remain sincere, calling upon the name. All right, present your body as a living sacrifice with faith in Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. All right, the Lord says, this is Romans 8:31. What shall we then say to these things? If the Lord be for us, who can be against us? That's right. So ultimately, if the Lord is on our side, then we're covered fully, all right, by the blood of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. All right, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to cover us, man. Just like in ancient Egypt, that blood on the doorpost symbolized ultimately the nation of Israel being passed over, man, from the plagues thereof. But we ultimately have that blood, all right, Yahweh Shai, which is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding the word. This is Psalms 2:8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. So the Lord said, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. The Lord is going to reward us with the heathen, all right, the substance, okay, the dominion over them, but it's going to be a righteous rulership. We're going to put them under that rod of iron, man. All right, these laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, starting with Yahweh Shai, pertaining to Isaiah 9:6. The government shall be upon their shoulders, man. All right, so the Lord is coming to establish that law, all right, through himself, man. All right, through this word, through prophecy. So the Lord said, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. So across the four corners, we're going to have that dominion under Yahweh Shai, man. So we know that this is not talking about, all right, the children of Israel. This is talking about heathen nations, man. This is that word, heathen. Goy, ultimately, like Goyim. And this is what ultimately Esau, Edom refers to other nations as, but Esau, Edom is a Goyim, all right? Heathen nation, man, all right? So the Lord is turning things right side up, man. Like it tells you in Isaiah. Let me get it real quick. This is Isaiah 29:16. Surely a turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made him, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? That's right, man. So shall the other nations, these heathen nations, to the Lord, all right, we're going to do away with you. All right, that's how they sound ultimately, trying to gear up with their military, with their nuclear weapons, all right, and fight against the Lord and the holy angels, man. That's how they sound. That's how they look, man. All right, trying to battle up against the Creator, man, that created them. All right. Psalms 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay. All right. Babal, Babylon, confusion. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? You see? So the Lord is going to turn everything right side up. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. The Lord is going to humble our enemies, man. Our greatest enemies, down to the least enemies. The Lord's going to take care of every single problem that we have if we believe in him. All right, just when we need him the most, the Lord is going to come through. Exodus, the 14th chapter. All right, the children of Israel were faced with the Red Sea. All right, and ultimately Pharaoh and his horsemen. They were between the Red Sea and Pharaoh and his horsemen, man. And the Lord performed that miracle and parted the Red Sea. All right, Pharaoh and his horsemen were drowned in it, man. And the Lord is going to do that in this time, man, the second Exodus. The Lord is going to deliver us and humble our enemies. So that word, goy, it says heathen. It says nation people, usually of non-Hebrew people. It says usually of non-Hebrew people. All right. Speaking of the heathen, man, start with Esau, Edom on down to the least of them. Psalms 83rd chapter, they came in tumult against the nation Israel, saying, let's cut them off. All right, let's poison them. Let's take away their heritage. Let's steal their identity, man. All right, starting with Esau, Edom, these nations came up against us, man. All right, and the Lord is going to speak on our behalf and humble our enemies. So as it said, that word heathen going into non-Hebrew people, because the Lord ultimately came for Hebrew people. The Lord was a Hebrew man himself. This is Revelation 19 and 12, and it reads, I'm going to start at 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. That's talking about Yahushua, man. That white horse, faithful and true. Revelation, the 6th chapter, goes into that white horse, that red horse, black horse, pale horse. All right. But Yahushua trumps all of those, man. All right. The prophecy. All right. Which is the testimony of Yahushua, man. He is the word. The book of John, the word was made flesh and dwelt among us, man. All right. Yahushua is the word. Revelation 19 and the latter end of 11 was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. So the Lord is going to plead on our behalf. He does judge and make war. He's going to make war with these other nations and their military, their angels. When it goes into Revelation, the 12th chapter, Satan and his angels fight against Michael and his angels, man. All right. That's talking about the militaries of the earth. All right. And Satan was cast out, meaning those militaries were ultimately done away with, man. Starting with Esau, Edom, and America and its military forces. All right. And you got Russia, China, North Korea, all those nations that have nuclear capabilities. The Lord is going to ultimately trump them with the strength of the host of the heavens, man. All right. He does judge and make war. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. Right. And what name do we have ultimately that the Lord has given us, man? Through the elders and apostles. All right. Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. The Lord's name and the Son's name by the true Hebrew names, man, which you can only be saved by. All right. Verse 12, his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, going into the dominion of these other nations, man. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. So the Lord is going to come back and strip the dominions of these other nations, starting with the nuclear power, which is ultimately their greatest strength, man, in America. His greatest strength is his nuclear power, man. The Lord gave you the fatness of the earth and the dew of heavens, Esau, Edom. All right. You have no idea who you messing with. Verse 13, and he was clothed with the vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High. That's right, man. Isaiah, the 63rd chapter. He tried in the wine press alone is talking about Yahushua. His name was called the Word of the Most High, man. All right. He is the Word. Yahushua is the Word. Verse 14, and the armies which were in heaven follow him up upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, and with it he should smite the nations. Smite the nations, plural, man. The Lord is going to smite these nations, starting with America, Russia, China, North Korea, all right, Iran, okay, down to the least of them. The Lord is going to smite you and take your dominion, take your crowns, man. And he shall rule with them with the rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the almighty power. That's right, man. He treadeth the winepress alone, man. Yahushua is going to get the glory, all right, through the Father, man. No man coming through the Father except through Yahushua, which is through this word, man. Which 144,000 had that testimony, all right, and 1/3 men, women, and children, all right, showing forth the testimony of the Lord in these last extra time, man. Waiting upon the Lord to humble our enemies. Lord willing, this message has been edifying. I'm going to give double honors To my teachers, the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and are worthy of their double honors, peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last 6 of time. Kwame Yasha'Allah. I'm going to say Shema, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Al-Hayyanawa, Yahweh, Achad. That's Hero Israel. The Lord our power is one Lord. Till next time, Shalom.